Yo, hope everybody. Back to another video. Hey, this is Sutel. No, wait, yo. Tazu. As you can hear, it's raining and thundering. But this video is Earth's new balance patch. Let's get screen to it
This
now.
episode is sponsored by Brilliant. There was a lot of debate as to whether or not the Uber Balance Patch 1.3.7 was actually coming. But as of the IPCC climate report, we now not only have confirmation that the update is real, but we now know the precise details concerning which playstyles are getting buffed and which ones are getting nerfed. So we're going to go through build by build and discuss how they've been buffed or nerfed by this update.
Look at these dudes.
Polar bears can no longer rely on their land-based movement abilities to get around. With ice sheets becoming more fragmented, putting points into swimming and diving will become a necessity in order to survive. Ice sheets were a protective barrier that prevented orcas from invading the breeding grounds of seals and narwhals. Because these ice sheets are melting, orcas are able to wreak havoc on the seas.
Now what the hell?
Less defensive options. But if you're an
Now
orca,
why are they so smart?
because the passages into these waters open and close frequently,
What the hell? Why are they so smart? Them niggas smart as hell.
meaning it's possible to become trapped.
I'm trying to do just doing big ways so I can either flip the thing up,
Octopus and squid are able
so I
to
can
grow
either
and respawn much
so I can either flip the little ice patch, or I think I'm push the nigga off. That's crazy. That nigga smart as hell.
The cephalopod player base has seen explosive growth lately, as their highly adaptive playstyle has allowed them to easily move into territory that they couldn't previously due to the water being too cold.
Booming.
In the past, I've counted their short lifespans against them because it limits how much time they have to learn advanced techniques with their high intelligence.
Damn,
But in
point,
this case,
man.
their short lifespan and quick respawn time is a huge benefit, accelerating how quickly they can adapt to changes in the environment.
Sea
Sea
turtle.
turtles are affected in two ways. First, because they can only respawn on beaches, rising water level means their spawn points are becoming smaller and much more crowded. Second, because they're reptiles, their gender is not dictated by RNG, but by temperature.
Temperature
Higher
down.
temperatures have led to a sharp spike in the number of players spawning in as females. While polar bears are being driven south, grizzly bears are being driven north. This has led to the
So they can
creation
meet up?
of a new build, the Growler bear, which is essentially an intermediate between the two.
Down for
It's
real?
more powerful
What?
than a grizzly bear, but also not limited to the Arctic like polar bears are.
Nigga, what?
House cats are mostly unaffected by climate change, although the warmer climate allows
I
cats
think-
to respawn at any time, instead of only in the spring. On the other hand, fleas and ticks also multiply faster. So make sure you have at least one human
That's
spider
sick.
in your party, so that they can heal you
Ugh.
from the diseases that these parasites can
That's
cause.
sick. That's a
Jellyfish
big boys
are
on him.
perfectly suited to living in a warmer,
That nigga's eating
acidic
dead.
ocean. Like cephalopods, they've seen explosive growth, but to an even greater extreme. The box jellyfish and Irukandji, in particular, are quickly becoming the most oppressive things in the meta. In some cases,
Damn.
even damaging
Try to get away.
publishers. It's been over 500
Wait, what?
million years since the meta. In some cases, even.
How does aircraft carriers have how many minutes? Jellyfish swarm? They invented a line with blades to deal with the swarms that follow. Turn his warships down. That's it. Fossil record reveals elusive jellyfish more than 500 million years old. All I don't know is how they sting them. How they just back. How is that? 500 million is crazy.
So I see this as a fair
They get the data.
Increased overall temperature has different effects in different places. In some areas, it means more water, and in some places, like the African savanna, it means a lot less. Ticks in Africa thrive in drought conditions, which is terrible news for mammal builds playing on that server. In particular, lions, wildebeest, and antelope can expect to be playing with reduced max HP because they'll constantly be being drained by tick players. In the Midwest, tick populations are surging as well, which has been disastrous for moose and deer populations, as well as a certain YouTuber who got Lyme's disease.
Damn.
Not a ton to say
That's
here,
fair.
except that the increased temperature expands their range a bit, since the areas that were previously too cold are now habitable. This applies to sea snakes too. One of the other new changes in this update is an increase in severe weather event frequency and severity. This to me seems like a change meant to directly nerf humans, because severe weather deals bonus damage to
Why?
structures. Weather is one of the few things in the game that humans can't actually fight, and while they can simply flee just like any other build, their structures are helpless. In addition to this, the rising sea level would force many human players to have to find a new home server.
Someone died on the thing too. On the migration.
Server's signature debuff that prevents trees from spawning
Is there a type
has
ish?
been removed in a lot of areas. This
What?
means arboreal builds are gaining a ton of traction much further north than before.
I think say weave?
Important
Got him.
which is the goshawk, which has phenomenal matchups against the
Nah,
small
what the hell? That thing kind of different. You run off the tree? What?
Similar to snakes,
think like that?
scorpions have the ability to enter more temperate zones now. In fact, let's just get
Alright.
this out of the way. This is true for most arthropod builds that play on the Central America servers. So
That nigga
fire
toes
ants and
right
killer
there.
whales are moving north as well.
My
For most
valve?
players, the acidification of the ocean is problematic, but it doesn't actually deal any direct damage to them. However, for bivalves, as well as for just about any build that puts points into the shell,
That girl is
the acidic
crazy.
ocean directly corrodes their armor, damaging it and drastically lowering the player's defense level, which is pretty much the only thing they have going for them.
This
Most
can't swing
tigers
fast at
live
all.
near the coast, which is the region most threatened by climate change, along with the Arctic. Tigers rely on coastal freshwater springs in order to survive, but the rising sea levels are causing some of these springs to mix with salt water.
God, I can't drink salt water.
The
Ah.
increased rainfall in the northern
I'm
states
sick. Why is there
has
so much
increased
mosquito?
the spawn rates for mosquitoes, which require standing water to respawn. This is a problem for crow players because the West Nile debuff mosquito spread deals bonus damage to crows.
Damn. It's like
One of
mosquitoes
this
to that
build's
damn.
advantages is its ability to move through deep snow without receiving a speed penalty.
So over here,
With
right?
snowfall being reduced and winters being shorter, this advantage is becoming less useful. So Wolverine players may want to invest those points somewhere else.
Yeah, somewhere else. Get a mind
The
wipe.
increased rainfall and temperature has accelerated the spread of chytrid fungus, an infection that directly
Ah,
targets
what I
amphibians
say.
and is one of the deadliest plagues in the history of the game. Ultimately, this only accelerates the
Damn.
problem. But yeah, amphibian players, you had a good run. I'm surprised you kept trying to make amphibians work considering how much power creep has occurred since the Devonian. But it's time to start playing better characters. You'll always be remembered as the first vertebrates to unlock the terrestrial servers. That's all the changes that have been found so far. Honestly, I think this patch is going to be one of the most controversial
Buff,
updates in the history
nerf,
of the game.
slightly nerf,
A lot of the
slightly
parasitic
buff.
builds got buffed, while many fan favorites got nerfed. I am excited for the buffs to jellyfish and cephalopods, though, since both of those classes are some of my personal favorites.
Type
One of the
ish.
things I'm most surprised about is that while they did receive nerfs to their buildings, the human's intelligence stat didn't get nerfed. So if you're a human main, why not put your learning abilities to good use by solving the puzzles on Brilliant.org? The courses on Brilliant break down complex topics into much more understandable concepts, helping you to think and learn like a scientist. So if you want to learn anything from quantum physics to game,
Alright, well, shoot, that's it. That's it for this one. Hope everybody enjoy it. Like, if you enjoy it, subscribe. Nigga, it's free. Come on. Drop a like to it. For me, please. Please.